Hi, guys. Good evening, and welcome back once again to the EdWord. I'm your host, Eddie, and in tonight's video, I will be discussing what I thought of the awesome, very tantalizing, and promising official trailer for Ghostbusters Afterlife. We finally have a title for this film and a trailer. For the longest time, it was going under the name Ghostbusters 2020, and honestly, I kind of thought that's what the official title was up until recently. But nope, it is called Ghostbusters Afterlife, and this was our first look at the film, and it looks good. First and foremost, for those of you who may be confused, this is a third film that is a direct sequel to Ghostbusters 1 and 2, or at least to the first one. And I think it has nothing to do with the Paul Feig reboot remake film from about 3 years ago or so. Very highly divisive and not a very popular or very good film. I personally liked it. I thought it was okay, but I could see why people didn't like it. But looking back, and I'm afraid it wasn't that good. But that's the past. Let's look to the future. This movie looks fun. You know, it's so fitting that they have an adult who was alive back then to remember like the events of Ghostbusters and then try to like pass on that information or that knowledge to a younger generation. Like he knew what a ghost trap was. Obviously, there's some paranormal or supernatural activity underneath this small town that this family moved to. It's heavily implied that the kids and their mom are related to Egon Spengler, played by the late Harold Ramis, based on the fact that they pulled out one of the uniforms and it showed the last name Spengler on it. So I'm guessing that this is his family. And obviously, they're paying respect to Harold Ramis because, he died in real life. And, of course, they probably wouldn't recast the role out of respect for him. So it makes sense to carry on his lineage in the form of other characters. But they'll have connections to the past two Ghostbusters films. Not just in terms of, like, the technology, the equipment of catching ghosts and dealing with ghosts, but just also, like, a direct contact to the past, which is the late Egon Spengler. And, it looks fun. It looks exciting. Paul Rudd looks pretty funny and pretty awesome. Like, he looks like the perfect kind of guy you would want as your go-to Ghostbusters reference or guide, if not overall expert. And I'm very excited for it. This looks like it's going to be a fun movie, and it looks like it's a worthy successor and follow-up to the first two films. And I can't wait to see what happens. I like how the trailer didn't exactly reveal or tell us a whole lot, and I'm okay with that. I mean, we got the gist of it. This family moves to a mysterious farm left by their late grandfather, who was most likely Egon Spengler, one of the original Ghostbusters. And obviously, spooky things are starting back up once again, which means something bad is on the horizon. The whole reason ghosts started appearing in the first film was because of the impending apocalypse that was supposed to be the end of the world before the Ghostbusters stopped it. And the same exact thing happened in the second film, where, it may have been the end of times if the Ghostbusters hadn't stopped the demonic forces that were raising hell in Manhattan. So now it makes me wonder what kind of world-ending doom could we be facing if spirits are starting to rise again from the grave. What I thought was extra exciting is that I could have sworn we got a glimpse or a tease of fan favorite Slimer, and then there was that very brief shot and that growl, that classic growl where it showed Paul Rudd's character in a car, and clearly a big animal jumped on the hood, and the leg looked like it belonged to one of the scariest creatures of the Ghostbusters franchise, a terror dog. Zool or what's the other? Oh, Vince Clortho. Zool or Vince Clortho, one of the two terror dogs. Scared the hell out of me when I was a kid. Still kind of do. And but you know what? I'm excited for it. I'm looking forward to this movie, as I hope you guys are as well. So what do you think is happening in Ghostbusters Afterlife trailer? If you want to share your thoughts and your opinions and your feedback down below in the comment section, please feel free to do so. Thank you so much for watching this reaction video here on the EdWord. Ghostbusters Afterlife hits theaters July 10th, 2020, next summer. It'll be here before we know it. Okay, guys, have a great rest of your night. Thanks for watching. And of course, until next time, who you gonna call?